Well, the coronavirus is constantly changing and new strains are frequently discovered, but a new variant detected in southern France has been making headlines. Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joined us now to tell us more. Doc, what do we know about this new variant and should we be concerned?
It was like another variant. Great. So here goes, right? So new variant, Brian, it's called IHU. The reason it's making headlines on social media platforms, it's not because it's more infectious or dangerous. Apparently, IHU sounds like I hate you. However, this new variant was most likely named after the university hospital where they first discovered it. It's called the IHU Mediterranee infection. So what do we know about this new variant, right? And more importantly, should we be concerned? And well, the IHU variant was first detected around the same time as Omicron, right? Around Thanksgiving or so, and detected in France. And IHU has 46 mutations and was classified by the World Health Organization as a quote unquote variant under monitoring. But despite the opportunity for this variant IHU to spread, Brian, it's only been identified in 12 people that we know of. So right now, there's really no reason to be overly concerned with this new variant.
All right, different because it doesn't have a Greek name like the recent variants that we're getting used to. With this constant evolving of the coronavirus, Doctor, do you think there will be more contagious variants like Omicron coming our way in the future? Or could we expect or maybe just hope that this pandemic will sort of fizzle out?
And I get this question a lot. Are we just going to keep getting these more virulent or more dangerous variants? It's really hard to answer. Right? Nobody knows that 100%. And the reason why, because coronaviruses, they're sneaky. They constantly mutate and they're hard to eliminate. But if we look at what's going on in South Africa, pretty important, where the numbers have drastically dropped. I mean, the peak came and it came right down. And also in the UK, where it looks like Omicron may have peaked, right? We could be there in the next month or so seeing the same thing happening here. Now, as you asked the question, will it completely fizzle out or go away? Not likely. But there's a new vaccine that's being developed, and it's exciting to me. It's called a pan-corona vaccine. Now, what does that mean, right? Scientists at the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research are currently working on this plan, and what this vaccine potentially could do is defend against all coronavirus that ever existed, and as well as defend against potential future variants. Right now it looks promising, but the vaccine is only in phase 1. Clinical trials, so there's a ways to go before we know if it'll actually work. In the meantime, we need to be extra vigilant. We know about the numbers, right? Expected to get worse in the coming weeks. And here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want people to think, well, I'm going to get this anyway. And I've heard people say this, I'm going to get this anyway, so what does it matter? It simply is not true. We can all do our part to help keep our hospitals from being overrun with sick patients, right? We just need to follow the pandemic precautions, get vaccinated, get boosted, because this helps prevent severe infections and helps slow the risk of the spread of the virus. And also, if you mask and social distance, I know we talk about this, but people are just not doing it enough. So I think if we do that, we'll get past this. And the data in South Africa and UK are promising that hopefully we'll get past this in the coming weeks.
Because what I'm hearing you say is, no, it's not inevitable if we still use our best practices. You can not contract this virus. There is that possibility. Dr. Nandi, thank you.
Absolutely.
And if you have a coronavirus question for Dr. Nandi, you can email him, drnandi@askdrnandi.com, or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter.